Okay, now we had completed the lesson, the truly beautiful mind. We had completed the lesson, truly beautiful mind, and after that the poem is there, that is the lay tiles of Finsbury. So that is being deducted from your syllabus. And then one more lesson, that is 5, the snake and the mirror, is also deducted from your syllabus. So one poem and one lesson is taken away from your syllabus. So remember that after that truly beautiful mind, the poem is not there, and lesson 5, the snake and the mirror, also is not there. Understood? Now we are coming to the lesson that prose is not there, but we are coming to the poem, A Legend of the Northland. So the legend of the Northland. What do you mean by legend? The story. That is the prevailing story, that old traditional story. Old traditional. So it can be true or not. It is an old belief that it had happened. It is an old belief that it has happened where in the Northland. Understood? So now you see, legend of the Northland. This poem narrates the legend of an old lady who angered Saint Peter. So old lady was there. She had made angry Saint Peter. Who is Saint? Saint means apostle, isn't it? So those who works in the churches are said to be the saint. So he had been, that will say, read a life of sannyas. So he has been made angry by an old lady. So now you will see why did he become angry and what made the saint become angry. Now listen carefully. Away in the Northland, that means far away in the Northland, away far, and also it had happened a long time before, where the hours of the day are few and the nights are so long in winter that they cannot sleep them through. So during the winter time, how is the day and the night? The days are shorter, the nights are cold, isn't it? Long. So during that one of the winter time, the story had happened during one of the winter time, when the hours of the day are few means less, and the nights are so long and in winter that they cannot sleep them through. Through means throughout the night. Understood? They means the people living in that Northland, where they harness the swift reindeer. Reindeer, you know, the animal carrying the carriage and passing through the snow. That means Santa Claus is bringing the carriage run by reindeer. Understood? Where they harness means fasten. Harness, fasten. Make it fast. The swift means running very fast. A reindeer is the animal. To the sledges when it snows. That means the reindeer, the animal will be running very fastly in that snow covered area, and the children look like bear's cubs in their funny furry clothes, and it is because of the bitter wind, the windy cold, bitter cold, chilly cold. All the people of the, especially of the north, in south we are not having that much cold, but in the northern regions we can see it is coming less than 0, even -0, it comes up to -0. In that time, all the people looks funny. Why they looks funny? Because they will be totally covered with the woolen clothes. Woolen clothes made of fur. Understood? So here also that reindeer carrying the carriage down the snow very fastly, and we can see all the people of that land in warm fur dress, which seems to be very funny. They tell them a curious story. I don't believe it is true, and yet you may learn a lesson if I tell the tale to you. So all the inhabitants of Northland know the story of this old Saint Peter. They know the story of Saint Peter because it is a traditional story and it is prevailing in the land for a long time. So these children are being told, this story is being told to these children. But the poet is saying that whether it is true or not, he is having no belief over it. Still, it is the story said by whom? By the grown-ups to their children. Understood? That means long time before it has been in existence in the Northland, this traditional story. Now we will see what is the story. So already it is said the story is connected with whom? An old lady and Saint Peter. So I will read that much once more. Away in the Northland, where the hours of days are few and the nights are so long in winter that they cannot sleep them through. That means though the winter is, it is winter, the days are short and the nights are cold, still they are not able to sleep throughout the day, isn't it? Where they harness the swift reindeer. Swift the animal. Reindeer is the name of the animal which is carrying that carriage which can go in the snow covered areas. To the sledges where when it snows and the children look like a bear's cub, like a bear cubs, a young one of the bear because of fully covered with the fur warm clothes in their funny furry clothes. Furry means fur. Fur means Romacopaya, yes. They tell them a curious story. Curious means a strange story. They tell them a strange story. See, when you read the poem and when you see all these meanings written on the board, please note down in your textbook while you read the textbook. Understood? Strange story. I don't believe it is true. So, but the poet is saying he has no belief in the story, but still it is an existing story where the people of Northland used to say to those children. And yet you may learn a lesson if I tell a tale to you. And also we can learn a lesson from the story of this legend. Understood? Okay, now we are going to the story. Once when the good Saint Peter lived in the world below and walked about it preaching just as he did, you know. So once upon a time, who was there? Saint Peter was there. So as usual, he was walking down the street preaching. Preaching means saying about the teachings, yes, teachings of the Jesus Christ, yes. Once when the Saint Peter lived in the world below. Below means once he was living on the earth. Below means earth, on earth. Below on earth. So when he was living on the earth, while he was preaching and going, he came to the door of a cottage in traveling round the earth. So he was doing his preaching, he was spreading the teachings of Jesus Christ, and he was going from one place to another. That means going around the world. Where the little woman was making cakes and baking them on the hearth. Hearth means stove. Hearth is the stove. So while he was preaching and going around the world, he could see there was a woman who was making cakes in her stove. There was a woman who was making cakes in the stove. So when he was going with his teachings, he saw a woman making cakes. Understood? And being faint with fasting, for the day was almost done, he asked her for the store of cakes to give him a single one. So what did Saint Peter do? He went straight to that old woman and asked her that to give one piece from the whole what she had made, because he was very hungry and he was not able to move any further, without having any food. So what did Saint Peter went to the lady and went to the woman and asked to give one cake, a single piece from what she had already made. So she had made a lot of cake over there, and it is full of cake over there in her plate, and among them he did not ask to give more than one, he just asked only a single piece. So she made a very little cake, but as it baking lay, she looked at it and thought it seemed too large to give away. So what did the lady do? What did the woman do? She did not take the one from what she had already made. Okay, she made another one cake, and when she had boiled the cake, what happened? It became bigger. So what did the lady do? She refused to give it to Saint Peter. Therefore, she needed another and still a smaller one, but it looked, when she turned it over as large as the first had done. Needed means K-N-E-A-D. Needed means made duff. Duff means when you mix the powder of flour with the water, it becomes duff. Understood? So what did she do? So first she did not give. First one she did not give. What is the excuse she said? That means when she had made the new cake, it became big. When the cake is being put in the stove, what happens is it puffs up, isn't it? When it puffs up, we put only little duff over there, but when it comes up, when it is baked, it becomes very big. So because of the big in size, the woman refused to give to Saint Peter. So again what did she do? Again she made another one. Again she poured the duff on the cake for the cake, and this time also it became bigger. It puffed into bigger. So will the woman give that also? No, she did not give. Then she took a tiny scrap of duff and rolled it flat and baked it thin as a wafer, but she could not part with that. Then what did she do? First 2 times she had taken little quantity of duff, isn't it? Now she took very little thin part of the duff, rolled it into small, and again she put it, and what happened? Again the cake had come out. It was very like a wrapper, that means it was very nice. Still the woman was not willing to give it. Okay. So each time when the cake was made, who was not willing to give? The woman was not willing to give. For she said, my cakes that seems too small when I eat of them myself, and they too large to give away, so she put them on the shelf. So what did the woman say? The cakes are small when I eat, but when I give to somebody, they seems to be very big, so I did not want to give. Understood? Saying that when she eats the cake, it seems smaller, but when giving to somebody, it seems to be very big, so she did not want to part it. Part it means to give it. So again she put it on her shelf. Then good Saint Peter grew angry. So 2-3 times he was sitting controlling himself because he was very hungry and asked only for a piece, isn't it? But the old woman was making 1 time, 2nd time, 3rd time, and again still she was not willing to give him. So who became angry? Saint Peter became angry. For he was hungry and faint. Faint means unconscious. He is becoming unconscious. And faint means unconscious. He is becoming unconscious. Why? Because he had no food. The whole time he was preaching and roaming about. And surely such a woman was enough to provoke a saint. Provoke means make it. To make the person who is controlling himself and at the same time getting angry also. Why is getting angry? Because first the woman made a cake. She said it is bigger. Second time she made, again said it is bigger. And third time she made very light one. Still she was not willing to give to him. And finally what did she say? If she eats the cake, it seems to be small, but when giving to somebody else, it is very large. So she did not want to give. So this made now the hungry Saint Peter angry. And he said, you are far too selfish to dwell in the human form, to have both food and shelter and fire to keep you warm. So you are having food, shelter and warm. To keep you warm, fire you are having, isn't it? So you are having food, shelter and fire to warm. Fire to warm. And at the same time, you are not supposed to live like a human being on the earth. Why? She is too selfish. So why did the saint say that she is not fit enough to live on the earth? Because she was too selfish. Because of too selfish only, what did she do? She did not want to pass her cake to Saint Francis. He had asked only for a single piece, isn't it? But she was making and keeping it in a shelf, but not liking to part with him. Understood? So he said that you are not fit enough, or you are not fit to live on this earth because you are too selfish. And you have both food and shelter and fire too, because you are having all the comforts, food, shelter and fire. You are having all the comforts, food, shelter and fire, but you are not fit to live on the earth. Now you shall build as the birds do, and shall get your scanty food by boring and boring and boring all day in the hard dry wood. So what did he say? Now you are not fit enough to live as a human being. You are not fit enough to live like a human being. So you can be like a bird, boring and boring for food. Boring for food. Where? In the hard, dry wood. In the hard, dry wood. So how they will get food from the hard, dry wood? They have to work. So much hard work they have to do it. Only after doing hard work they can get some insects, isn't it? So you are not fit enough to be a human being. So let you be like a bird who is in search of food. Where in search of food? Boring and boring in the hard, dry wood. That means for food, for a little food. Now you are having sufficient food with you, isn't it? So now for a single piece of food, what you have to do? You have to go to the dark, hard, dry wood and poke and poke, bore and bore. Then only you will get a small piece of food. So like birds you have to do it. Then she went through the chimney. So that was the curse given by the saint, isn't it? Making that a human being to a bird. Why did he change that human being into a bird? Because she is too selfish to live on the earth. Isn't it? Too selfish to live on the earth because she was having food, shelter and warmth. Isn't it? So now I am not willing to help anybody, not even to give a single piece of food to anybody. So what did he say? Okay, you will become like a bird, trying hard, working hard in order to get a piece of food for yourself. And where she had to find the food? In the hard, dry wood. And that time, after saying this, what did she do? She went out of the chimney, never speaking a word, and out of the top to a woodpecker. Oh, she was changed to a bird. So now she was changed into a woodpecker. Have you seen woodpecker? Woodpecker, Marakutti. yes, how is it taking the food? It will go and poke into the wood and put its beak inside. So lengthy it has to go inside, isn't it? Poking the wood and then putting inside the beak and then getting a small insect. Understood? So as soon as the Saint Peter had cursed her, she had flown out of the chimney as the woodpecker. She had the scarlet. Now you can, I hope you all have seen the bird woodpecker. And this is the color of the woodpecker. That is scarlet cap. Scarlet means bright red. Woodpeckers are having a red color on the top of their head, which resembles like a cap on their head. And that was left the same. So that was the same. When she was changed into a human being, that red cap which seems similar to the woodpecker, it was like that. But remaining part was changed. But all the rest of her clothes were burned and black as a coal in the flame. And totally what color? Fully black. So the whole body turned into black except that a red color on top of the head, which seems to be like a cap on the head. Have you seen woodpeckers? It is black in color. And every country schoolboy has seen her in the wood where she lives in the tree till this very day, boring and boring for food. So even now also we can see woodpeckers, isn't it, coming and sitting on the wood, on the tree. And how do they get food? They are not just getting food like the other birds which can be scattered on the ground. They have to get food from where? From boring inside the wood with their they are having sharp beak. With a sharp beak, they have to follow inside the wood and get the insect which is lying inside as their food. Understood now? So now we have seen that a human being. Why did she become a woodpecker? Because she was not willing to give Saint Peter just a piece of cake from what she had made, isn't it? So what did he do? He said, you are not fit enough to live like a human being because you are provided with the food, shelter and warmth, isn't it? So when you are provided with all these things, you are not helpful to the others. So it is better you go and be like a bird who is working hard in order to get a small piece of food for his survival. Understood? Okay, now you understood? Now I will read once more. So now got the idea? What is the traditional story? Away in the northland, where the hours of the day are few and the nights are so long in winter that they cannot sleep them through. Where they harness the swift reindeer to the sledges when it snows, and the children look like bear's cubs in their funny furry clothes. They tell them a curious story. I don't believe it is true, and yet you may learn a lesson if I tell the tale to you. So what is the saying? What is the poet saying? In the northland, far away in the northland, a long time before, there have been a story, a traditional story was in existence. What is the traditional story? That means the grown-ups used to say to their children during the winter time, they used to sit together and the grown-ups used to say the story to their children. Because of the bitter winter, it is very cold and all seems to be funny in their woolen fur clothes. Understood? Now say in the story, what is the story? Once when the good Saint Peter lived in the world below and walked about it preaching just as he did, that means as usual the work of the Saint Peter was preaching, isn't it? Teaching the lessons of Christ, Jesus Christ, isn't it? So while he was going all around the world and doing his preaching, he came to a particular place, that is in Northland. He came to the door of a cottage in traveling round the earth, where a little woman was making cakes and baking them on the earth. So he had gone all around the places and finally came to a place where he saw an old woman making cakes in the stove. And being faint with fasting, for the day was almost done, he asked her for her store of cakes to give him a single one. So when he came to that old woman, he saw her making cakes and putting all in the shelf. So he was walking around and at the same time did not get a sufficient food also. So he was hungry, and when seeing the cake, what did he do? He came to that old woman and asked her to give a single piece from what she had made. So he had seen a lot of cakes are being made over there, isn't it? But he did not ask for more. He just asked only for a small single piece. So she made a very little cake, but as it baking lay, she looked at it and thought it seemed to give too large to give away. Therefore she needed another and still a smaller one, but it looked when she turned it over as large as the first one. So from that what she had prepared, she was not willing to give Saint Peter. What did she do? She made the dough and she started making the new one, and when she had put it on the fire, what happened? It puffed and became big. So she was not willing to give that one to Saint Peter. So again she made the dough and again she made the cake. So this time also it became bigger. So she was not again willing to give it. So every time when she was making it, it seems to be a bigger. She was not willing to part with the Saint Peter. Then she took a tiny scrap of dough and rolled it flat and baked it thin as a wrapper, but she could not part with that. Then what did she do? She made a third one. She made again the third one. She made a little dough and rolled it and made it into a very thin like a piece of bread. But this time also what happened? She was not willing to give. So once, second, and then the third time also she repeated but was not willing to give. So she said, my cake seems too small when I eat up them myself, and then too large to give away. So she put them on the shelf. So what did the woman say? She said, when I eat the cake, it seems to be very small, and when I give to somebody, it seems to be very large. So I am not willing to give you. Understood? Then good Saint Peter grew angry, for he was hungry and faint, and surely such a woman was enough to provoke a saint. So who became angry? Saint Peter became angry, because usually saints will not become anger, will not show any kind of anger, isn't it? So here, because he was too hungry and was nearly to faint, he asked for a piece, and this lady in front, this woman in front of Saint Peter is trying many times making the cake, but not willing to give it. So that had made Saint Peter get angry. Understood? And he said, you are far too selfish to dwell in a human form, to have both food and shelter and fire to keep you warm. Now you shall build as a bird do, and shall get your scanty food by boring all day in the hard dry wood. So what did he do? He became very angry and he did not control himself. So he cursed her, made her into a bird, said that you are not fit enough to live as a human being on this earth, because you are having food, shelter and warmth, and still you are not able to help others, show that kindness to others, isn't it? Because Saint Peter in the hand, what did he had come over there? He had come over there, seeing the woman making cake, he had come over there just to get a piece, isn't it? But she was not willing to give. So he said, you are not fit enough to live on the earth when you were given all these comforts. So it is better you be a bird. For its food, what the bird will do? It will do boring on the hard dry wood. For that means in the hard dry wood he has to go and find food. How in the dry wood the food, the insect, any insects which is hiding inside. So the bird has to go there and make a holes, poke the wood with its beak and then get the food. So you be like a bird who is doing hard or who is struggling to get food for his own. Then up she went through the chimney, never speaking a word, and out of the top flew a woodpecker, for she was changed to a bird. So finally, when the curse had come over the woman, she had flown out of the window, out of the chimney like a bird, and that was the woodpecker. She had a scarlet cap on her head, and that was left the same, but all the rest of her clothes were burned black as a coal in the flame. So the whole body of the whole woman was changed into black in color, and only the thing that is left is her cap, which was red in color. So usually when we look at that woodpecker, the bird, we can see that a little red round on top of their head, and the body is fully black. So that was given the same, and the remaining part of the body was changed into black. And every country schoolboy has seen her in the wood, where she lives in the trees till this very day, boring for food. So even today also, woodpecker is there in nature, where it is always found in the wood for boring to get its food. So it needs very little food, but at the same time it has to struggle a lot to get that food which is hidden inside that wood. Understood now? Now got the idea of the poem? Now go through the question answers. What did which country or countries do you think the Netherlands refers to? Netherlands refers to where? Extreme north. What did Saint Peter ask the old lady for? He asked for a single piece of cake. What was the lady's reaction? She started making the new cake for him. How did he punish her? So that she was not fit enough to live on the earth when she was given all the comforts. Let her become a bird which has to struggle hard for its own food. How does the woodpecker get its food? By boring on the hard, dry wood. Do you think that the old lady would have been so ungenerous if she had known who Saint Peter really was? What would she have done? So if suppose maybe the lady did not understand who Saint Peter, but in a case we can say that these saints, they are not wearing the ordinary dresses, isn't it? They are having a special different dress than from the normal people. So she would have understood that who the person is, isn't it? Is this a story, a true story? Even the poet is saying he is not believing in the story, but still it is a traditional story. Why is the poem called the legend? Because it is the old story which had been prevailed a long time before in Northland. So these are the questions based on the poem. I hope I will be sending the notes for you.